morning and welcome to America's Home Cooking. Today we're going to be making oven-braised, wait a minute, what is it? Yeah, oven-braised fennel. If you love the flavor of fennel, you're gonna love this dish, okay? This is fennel, well, anise actually. All right, these are bulbs. I have two of them. You're gonna need two of them. I know you smell good, I just can't smell you. And we're gonna prepare this dish. You need a 9 by 13, and you're gonna have to butter it. I'm just trying to figure out what direction they screwed this on tight together. Somebody went crazy on that. You're gonna set your oven to 350. Let me get a sharp knife. Oh, where did I put it? And what you're going to do now that we've done that, you're going to trim off the stems from each fennel bulb, leaving about a 1/2 inch intact. And discard any bruised outer stalks. Then you're going to shave a thin slice off the root end and cut each bulb lengthwise into 8 wedges, okay? So they want about a 1/2 inch. Is that what they said? See, I read it to you, but I didn't pay anyway what I had to do. 1/2 inch intact, okay. This also makes an excellent soup. I showed you how to make it. It's really, really good. Oh, this is a big one. See, I'm taking this one off because it is bruised, you see? That's why I'm taking this one off. Alright. Now when they say lengthways, you see how this thing grows? You're going to cut it straight down like this. How many slices did I say one each have to be in? All right, now we have to cut 8 wedges, all right? For each bowl. Yeah, this will be 8 inches. All right, there's 4 there. Cut it in half. Then cut it the half in half. Take the other half and cut it in half. And that's how you do it. Do the same thing with this one. Cut it in half. Cut it in half. Cut it in half. That gives you 4 here. And then you'll have 4 in this one, and it comes up to 8. Okay, now we're going to lay them out. They want 1 layer. So you're going to have to be careful how you do this, that you can get them all in here. Let's see, this one's going to go this way. Because you don't want to double the layers, you're going to have single layers. So this one's going to go this way, this one this way, and this one here. Okay. So it's going to look like this, okay? That's how you're going to do it. They want. All right, now they want you to use a meat, any meat stock or a chicken stock. So let me go get my stock. Okay, you're gonna need a ½ cup of stock. You're gonna pour it over them. What else do they want on this? Salt them and pepper them. Let me get my pepper. All right, now you're going to put Parmigiano and Reggiano cheeses over it. And it says about a ½ cup, I think. Yeah, about ½ cup. And we need 3 tablespoons that we're going to dot with butter. We're going to have to use this one. 1, 2, yeah, this is 3 tablespoons. I just pulled it out of the freezer. It's a little hard. So I'm putting it in triangles so I can sprinkle it around. All right, we're gonna put this in the oven and bake it for, we're gonna actually bake it uncovered until the fennel is tender. And you'll know that when you pierce with a knife. It's about 45 minutes, maybe a little longer. It just depends, I guess, on how big your fennels are. I've had this before and I really like it. So, see you in 45 minutes. We'll see how they come out. Okay, it's been 45 minutes. We're gonna check the fennel. And it's done. So let me hot holders and pick it up. Not burning myself. Something I haven't talked about, which is also very important, it's not just in preparing the meals, but there's other things that go on. I know we have a lot of working parents, both parents are working and all, so it's like children don't have a lot of time with their parents, and they need, this is gonna boil, we're gonna have to wait a minute, because I'm also making coffee, so one of my sons can take it to work. Come on. There isn't much family time like it used to be. I knew supper time was when all of us were going to eat together. In the morning, my father had to get to work, so my mother ate with him. Then we got up, we ate, and then we all were heading out to school and everything else. So it's crazy in the house in the morning. But the last day, the last meal of the day, really should be the family time, because parents aren't involved in their children. And children now eat here, parents eat there, and nobody's eating together. There's tension because the husband hasn't had time to wind down. The wife comes in, she's wound up, she hasn't had time to wind down. And the children want to eat and they want to be with their parents. The parents don't have time for. It's just like everything goes crazy. But the one time that the family can be together is at supper. So, a lot of people don't think presentation is important, but when you prepare meals for your family and the presentation is beautiful and colorful, they'll want to eat and talk and be with their parents. Children like being with their parents. And parents, if you're not involved, school's going to teach them everything you don't want them to learn. Because the school doesn't really care about the morals or the family structure or anything else. And I got proof that the government doesn't want it. I don't talk about it because it brings up a lot of bad feelings. But I have been at the answer to the city and to the government. You know, what they wanted to do was to make me the head of the household, make my husband null and void, like he doesn't exist. The children are under her and not him. And I kept telling them point blank that I answer to my husband, the children answer to me, and you're not going to break this family structure up. And we fought, and we fought, and we fought left and right. We did not allow them to put things in my name. I said I would scratch it out. It was my husband. He was the head of the house. He was the head of the family, and I wasn't going to let them take that away from him, and he wasn't going to allow them to do it either. So when you have that dinner time with your family, it's important. The children will know that you'll always be there for them, and you'll help. Oh, they fight you. Listen, I fought my parents. You know, when we're little, you're gods to us. Then we go to school, and we start listening to our friends, and then you become the punisher. Well, mommy and daddy aren't that nice. And then as teenagers, we get rebellious, but because you have that strong father influence, they'll straighten up and fly right. If you don't have that, the boys will start asserting themselves above their mother, and she can scream and yell and all, but it's not going to really work. But when you have that time at dinner, make presentations of the food just as important as the conversation and getting involved in your children's life. This is a personal opinion, but I have been 70 years on this earth. God, I'm going to be 71 soon. It's amazing. I have seen the families used to sit around, and we were asked about our schoolwork and about our friends. We had to answer where we were and everything else. And if we drank, our parents knew, and we got busted for it too. But our parents were strong on us, and we're strong for it, and we have a lot of ways of doing. But one of the things in the kitchen people don't think about is that family time and presentation. When you present the food, if you leave it in the pot and say, just go help yourself, it's not presented nice. Nobody's going to really like it. But when you take the time to make a presentation, and I did a simple presentation right here, it's inviting, and you have to do that. You don't think about it at the time, but design the food up and bring it to the table, or have it at the table. Watch how fast your family will demolish it. It'll have good flavor. It's appealing to the eye. Parents are taking stock of their children. Instead of saying yes and then going off, they actually spend time with them. And you'd be surprised what you get. So I always try to make the dishes appealing, tasty if I can. If I'm sick, it's very difficult. So I have to depend upon everybody else to tell me how it tastes. But the thing is that family structure that I knew has pretty much been wiped out. But if you take that time, present the food nicely, design it up on a plate or something. You know, on the platters that you're bringing or something, it'll get their appetite going, and they will want to be there. And then after, ask them while you and your husband, if you're having coffee or tea or desserts, you could talk with your children and ask them how their day went. And or how's their school going, you know? Get them to open up where that trust is. Because if there's no trust, you're never going to know what's going on with your children until it's too late. That's my philosophy. A short one. Anyway, it's me, and I'm starting to feel better anyway. Take care. Bye-bye.